Well, Zach, first of all, I just want to say congratulations. And I know that the people here in Columbus are extremely happy. Tell me about this whole process, what it was like for you to go through and how you finally got it finished late on Thursday night.
Yeah, it was pretty quick to be honest. Negotiations just happened yesterday. They started, and obviously it's a place I want to be. Otherwise, I wouldn't have signed here. And so yeah, no, it was a quick process. It was an easy process. We both had the same intentions. Obviously they wanted me there, and I wanted to be there, and we got a deal done. So just super excited and happy for it to be over.
You've been here long enough and you've watched teammates of yours go out the door, and you know what the fan base has been feeling the last couple of years, how it seems like all of their favorites are leaving town and nobody wants to stay in town. So how much does it mean to you that you know how much joy that you've brought to the hockey community here in Columbus just by wanting to be here, signing this deal, and wanting to be a big part of where this franchise is going?
Yeah, obviously people have their own reasons to leave and move on with their careers. But for me, after talking with my family and kind of stepping away from the game for a while with my injury and just being away, Columbus has been so good to me, and it's so good to me and my family, and just knowing I can be there for 7 more years is kind of a no-brainer to me. It's close to home. My family loves it. I love it. Fans are awesome. The organization's great. The owners, it's like I said, it was a no-brainer, and just so happy for this to be over with, and know I'm a Blue Jacket for 7 more years.
Hey, is it like going to college where it's close enough to home where you can get there if you want to, but it's far enough away where you can be separated if you want to?
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. It's such a great town, such a great city. And like I said, I'm just so happy with it.
You lost Seth Jones, who you played with for so many years. You guys, I always thought you guys were the top defensive pair in the NHL the last couple of years. But what is life going to be like without Seth Jones, do you think?
I'm not sure. Obviously, I've been 5 years in the league, and all 5 years I've played with Seth, so it's definitely going to be different for me. But I'm excited to show what I can do on my own. I think obviously when people talk about me, it's always with Seth, and obviously I have so much respect for him, and he's one of my best friends in hockey, and I wish him nothing but the best. But for me, I think it's a time now where I can show people what I can do on my own, and the hockey player I can be. And I think when they start, like I said, they talk about me, it's always with Seth. I want them to talk about me for me, and I'm ready to go, and I'm ready for this challenge, and I'm, like I said, I'm ready to show what I can do as a player, and more importantly, what I can do for this team and help this team and bring them back to the playoffs.
I've said this a number of times when I've done shows. This is no offense to Seth whatsoever. Great player, and he was a great Blue Jacket. You're the guy that scored 20 goals off the blue line, so that's very important for a team that is goal starved at times. To have that kind of offensive production is big. But for you, how much has the defensive adjustments that you've made over the last couple of years helped to make you just an overall well-rounded player?
Yeah, it's actually crazy to think back to my first 2 years or 3 years, and the player, like the player I thought I was, and now the player I am, and the player I'm becoming. It's pretty unbelievable. And I owe a lot of that to Shazi and Torts and Lars, obviously, for helping me get there. But it's like I said, I'm just excited to show everyone what I can do on my own. It's been a long 5 years of always being linked to Seth, and I'm just excited for this to be my time to shine, and bring this team back to where we can be.
You talk about the things that you learned from the former coaching staff. How excited are you about learning things from the new coaching staff? Sylvain Lefebvre played in the league, has got a lot of years. You're going to get a chance to work with him on defense. Brad Larson, who you know very well, is now the head coach. It's going to be different voices, maybe not so much a different message when it comes to Brad Larson. He and John Tortorella saw a lot of things the same way. They'll see some things different ways, but how exciting is that for you that you're going to work with some different guys in that respect too?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think whenever you can get new eyes on you, it's a new perspective. Maybe they can point out things that other people didn't see. So I think it only helps your game if you can have more people giving you information and trying to help you move along. And Obviously Lars and Torts had a great relationship, and I love the way Torts did things. Obviously Lars is going to do it differently. But I think they share a lot of those same, structures and mentality. And so I'm excited for that part of it. And then obviously with the new D coach, I'm really excited. It's just an exciting time for the Blue Jackets. It's a new face. There's a lot of new things going on, and I think fans should be really excited. And like I said, I think whenever you can get a new person giving you information and you can take it all in, it just makes you a better player, a better person. And so yeah, I'm really excited to see what this new coaching staff has to offer.
Well, last Friday, Kent Johnson became the second member of the University of Michigan to wear number 13 that was drafted by the Blue Jackets in the last couple of years. That's the number you wore there before you got into pro hockey. How much do you know about Kent, and what you don't know, what have you heard from the people with the program, and how excited are you about the Blue Jackets taking him, and he'll be coming in here in the next couple of years?
Yeah, what an awesome pick. Obviously I'm biased being a Michigan guy, but I watched a lot of Michigan games this year, and every time you see him on the ice, he stands out. He makes something happen. Just a super exciting player to watch. And I've met him a few times just at the rink and here at Michigan, and just such a nice guy. And I think it's a great addition for our organization. And I can't wait for fans to get to know him because, like I said, he'll get you out of your seat probably once a game at least. So that's an awesome addition for us.
Yeah, that's the thing that impressed me in just watching the highlights is the number of skill plays that not only he can make, that he has made so far. And there will be a learning curve to get to the National Hockey League, but how exciting is it for a guy like you that's going to be back on the blue line to know that that's some doggone skill that's going to be up front very soon?
Yeah, 100%. It's one thing to try those plays, and it's another thing to execute those plays. And it seems like he executes them all the time. And I think that just speaks volumes to the type of player he is, the skill set he has. And as a teammate and a guy that's going to be here, it just excites you to know that one day he's going to be a Blue Jacket. He's going to be making those plays and then helping his team win. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Obviously the Michigan connection, but more so just to be a teammate of his and get him here in Columbus.
I talked with Adam Boquist the other day. He was in town, and I asked him about playing with you, and he was very excited about that. Of course, a young guy, a guy with offensive upside from the blue line. He's looking forward to being a teammate of yours and from learning some things from you. He comes over from Chicago. You guys saw them a lot last year, being in that same division and playing them 8 times. Is there anything that maybe jumped out at you about him or anything, any thoughts you have about him joining the Blue Jackets and how he can help you back there?
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that stands out to me about him is just how good he is with the puck. There's certain things you kind of can't teach. I think some of those offensive instincts are hard to teach, and he has them. Me being kind of an offensive guy myself, those are things I kind of look at and try and learn from. It seems like whenever he has a puck on a stick, especially in the offensive zone, something dangerous is going to happen. I think that's awesome for our club. So yeah, no, I don't know who I'm going to play with next year, but if I do play with them, I think will be a lot of fun. And so yeah, I'm excited to meet him. I've been texting with him a little bit. Seems like an awesome guy. I've heard good things about him from Bemer. So yeah, no, I'm just excited to meet him and hopefully play with him.
Yeah, just think everybody wants to play with Zach Werenski all of a sudden. I mean, you're in high demand. Everybody wants to be on the other side of your pair.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I've never had that before, so I'm excited. Whoever plays with me, we're gonna have some fun.
Have you talked to Sean Corrali? Do you know Sean at all? Of course, I know he's from Dublin here, and I didn't know if you ever had the opportunity to skate with him before he had to go to camp in Boston or anything like that. Have you talked with him?
Yeah, I know him a little bit. To be honest, I haven't talked to him since he signed. I'll probably shoot him a text today or give him a call. But yeah, I know him, decently well just from coming back early and skating with him, and I've gone to dinner with him or gone out with him a few times, and super nice kid. So I'm really excited to play with him, and obviously the way he plays the game is exactly what we need in Columbus. It's a great addition for us.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because when you define Blue Jackets hockey, he fits that mold. He fits that Boone Jenner kind of a mold that kind of sets the tone here. And of course, Boone just got an extension the other day as well, which is great. And that's what you guys want to get back to, isn't it? I mean, yeah, you want to score a lot of goals, you want to be fancy, but at the end of the day, You got to be responsible, and there's going to be a blue collar effort.
Yeah, for sure. I think the way you just put it is perfect. He plays the game like Boone Jenner, and who doesn't want a Boone Jenner on their team? It's the right way to play. It's hard work in every single shift. It's doing all the little things right in order to win a hockey game, and to have a guy who's from Columbus, knows what it's about, knows what Blue Jacket hockey is. He embraces it to come back home and be a part of this thing. I think it's awesome.
Now let's see. Boone gets an extension. Nick Foligno's gone. David Savard's gone. Seth Jones is gone. Cam Atkinson's gone. So that leaves a little bit of a leadership void. And I know you've been a guy that probably in the last year or so has been kind of getting into that category. I would say you're definitely in the leadership group without question on this team right now. Any captain aspirations for you, Zach?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't thought about it too much. Obviously we have Boone, we have Gus, we have Voracek now, we have Bjorky. For me, leadership, there's 100 different ways you can lead, and not the most vocal guy in the room. I still won't be the most vocal guy in the room, but for me, it's just leading on the ice and how I play and how hard we work in practice and just things like that. I'm not shy by any means, but I'm not a guy that's going to come in between periods and try and get the guys going, but it's more so how I play on the ice. So obviously we don't have a captain, not sure what they're going to do. But there's definitely options for them with the guys we have in that room.
Yeah, it's funny. You mentioned Jake. Of course, he comes back after being in Philadelphia for 10 years, back to the Blue Jackets here. And I don't know how much you know about Jake, but I'll be honest with you. When I first got here, he was here, and I loved just being around him. He's a fun guy. He's a super talented player, and he's a guy that's going to give you a lot more skill up front, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, every time we play Philadelphia over the years, especially on the power play, when he has a puck on a stick, it's you kind of have to take a step back because you're not sure where it's going to go, and usually it's a perfect pass on someone's tape. So I think it's awesome for our team, and I don't know him at all. I've just been texting him lately, and I feels like I've known him for 20 years. That's I'm only 24, and I feel like I've known him for 20 years. So no, it seems like he's a great guy, and it's going to be a great locker room addition for us, and obviously a great player on the ice. So no, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's Jake. That's the way he comes across. There's no question about it. And once you're buddies, you're always buddies for sure. When it comes to the power play, and I'm thinking about this because we're just talking about Jake. One of the things that I know they hope that Jake Voracek does is get the puck to Patrick Laine and allow him to play to his strength, which is shooting the puck. And how important is that going to be, especially on the power play? Because you'll be a part of that too, making sure that Patrick Laine can get back to a comfort level, because if there's one guy that has potentially the biggest offensive upside that we didn't see enough of last year, it's that guy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously you're not sure how things are going to, pan out, or things are going to click during camp with power plays and lines and pairs or whatever. Obviously there'll be some changes, but a guy like Patty, who whenever the puck's on a stick in the offensive zone, you feel like he can score, you want to get him the puck as much as you can. And a guy like Jake, who I think I was reading, is top 10 in assists over the last, X amount of years, top 10 in power play assists. Whenever you can add someone like that with one of the best shooters in the game, you're kind of bound for success. Like I said, I guess we'll see what happens. You never know how it's going to work, but no, I think if we can get Patty shooting the puck and get the puck on his stick a little bit more, I think it's only going to benefit our team. So I'm excited to see how it works out. And like I said, hopefully Patty can get shooting that puck more.
All right. So since the announcement of the contract didn't come out until late in the evening, does that mean that you've got the weekend to celebrate with your friends and family?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm actually playing in a golf tournament with my brother this weekend. We're doing the member at our club. So I'm excited just to spend time with him. Tonight we're going to dinner with our parents. And so yeah, no, it's going to be a chill weekend. Kind of been on the move a lot lately, traveling and whatnot. So just nice to spend time with family this weekend and kind of enjoy it with them.
Yeah, the only thing is they're all going to expect you to pick up the tab for everything now, Zach. That's just how it is.
I know. No, it's good. I mean, it's a contract for all of us. It's a lot of hard work, so it's been good.
I like that. Contract for all of us. And I think that includes the people here in Columbus too, because like I said, I think it's a great day. Very happy to have you locked in here for the next 7 years. Having already watched what you do, and what you can do, what you will do in this league, I think it's going to be great for this franchise. So thanks for taking some time for me. I really, really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you when you get back to Columbus.
Yep. Thanks a ton. I really appreciate it, Bob.